Please understand, they are safe as long as they are not discovered. That is their primary method of survival. Keep us asleep, keep us selfish, keep us sedated.
There are three events in UFO history that have made this motion picture possible. In the 1950s, Trevor James Constable unlocks one of the mysteries of UFOs. With the aid of infrared photography, he discovers the fact that some UFOs are invisible. By using infrared film in his cameras, he discovered UFOs that exist in a light spectrum that cannot be seen with the naked eye or photographed with conventional cameras. This opens a whole new aspect in the documenting of UFOs, and his discovery reveals some UFOs may be living creatures. He calls them critters. In 1994, Isaiah Skamia discovers a phenomenon called mirages, a life form invisible to the naked eye that we've never seen before. He also develops a technique for filming these life forms that exist in the realm of the very past. He calls it skyfishing, using high-speed shutter settings on camcorders. In 1995, NASA stops airing live broadcasts from shuttle missions after UFO footage has been made public, creating a controversy about how much NASA really knows about their existence.
Looks like you got an object right in front of you, Mark. Can you look out there? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Never mind.
That same year, Martin Stubbs begins recording what will be 5 years and over 2,500 hours of uninterrupted live broadcasts from NASA's own downlink. Today, we have digital camcorder technology that enables us to capture UFOs in full-color, high-resolution video. Invisible UFOs can now be captured in broad daylight by anyone. Two camcorders of the same make and model are set up side by side. Camera 1 on the left is set for regular daytime recording. Camera 2 on the right is set on night shot, which has been converted to shoot in broad daylight. On the regular camera, there's nothing in the sky. With the night shot camera on the right, a UFO that is in the infrared spectrum is clearly visible. What has never been seen that exists in the invisible realm of the infrared can now be seen using current camcorder technology. Using this new technology for filming UFOs invisible to the naked eye, someone out there will eventually capture the best UFO or ROD footage ever, and probably in high-definition video. UFO research, however, is only a part of the story.
I think it's long past time to open this up to the public.
Give us information to the young people of the world in this country. They want to hear it. They want it. Give it to them. Don't hide it and tell lies and make stories. They're not stupid.
Eventually, there's going to be something happen that will make all of them have egg all over their face. And they're going to have to admit that they haven't been truthful at all.
A mysterious object has been caught on tape over Albany, New York.
It looks suspiciously like a missile. Is that possible?
Yeah, and that's pretty scary over a commercial airport, but I don't know, whatever it is, it was going very fast, it was above the clouds, and it was hundreds of feet in length.
So the FBI has seen this tape?
Yeah, they took it from me, and it's on its way to Washington to be analyzed.
Now, what do you think it is? I mean, just looking at it, are you calling it a UFO, or are you calling it a missile? What does it look like to you?
A lot of people are saying that it's this thing called a rod, which I'm not sure about. These biological creatures that live in the upper atmosphere, which sounds strange, that we haven't discovered yet because they just move too fast for us to see.
It doesn't. So somebody's telling you that thing is an animal.
Yeah. This guy, Jose Escamilla, he's been researching these for like 8 years. He has a website, and that's what he thinks.
It's amazing. No telling what these things are going to teach us once we catch a specimen and investigate what its makeup is. It's an incredible phenomenon. Whatever these things are, they've mastered the ability to travel through both mediums as if there's nothing really there. It's like traveling through dimensions.
The rods are just one part of an enormous panorama of life that is veiled from normal human sight. You found that by using an extremely fast shutter, you could slow down and objectify something that would otherwise elude the photographic process. But that doesn't mean that they're not there. It just means that you need a device, an apparatus that will remove an optical limitation that you have. We don't reject the microscope because the microscope intensifies the power of human sight. Without it, the world of the microbe would not exist. But that wouldn't alter the fact that our entire environment, our entire living scenario, is really conditioned upon what happens in a domain that we cannot see directly. In my opinion, the same thing applies, and this will be verified in years to come, at the upper border of nature.
But I realized at this point that it's very secret, that it was kept secret, because I asked him, what are you going to do with this piece of information? And he said, we always airbrush these out before we sell them to the public. So they're pesky little creatures appearing on this photograph they wanted to get rid of.
This is a fact of the matter. We were really not sure after John flew whether or not there were critters, living critters out there somewhere.
Critters that were captured by NASA on that mission STS-75 in 1996. In all my considerable experience of the entire UFO scenario, I have never seen and never expected to see footage like that. And least of all did I expect to see it on film that, or tape that had been exposed by the government in a NASA mission. The shuttle Columbia in this mission was equipped with a very sophisticated and expensive ultraviolet camera. It was sensitive to the near ultraviolet. And when they were up at 300 miles above the atmosphere, they launched from the Columbia